Okay, so this is going to be game 3 and game 4. I'm going to put in the same video because one of them is really short. So in this game 3, actually we were supposed to play like a hybrid water map, but I think I selected the wrong map by accident. So it's Atacama again, and he's got Mayans, and I have Aztecs. Mayans with the cheaper archers, and Aztecs with just cheaper units in general. Or I'm sorry, they're created faster in general, and the extra gold to start. So what I was trying to do with this game was, I think something called a pre-mill drush. You build the barracks before the mill and try to get some damage in, take advantage of the free gold you have. So you'll see me go 4 on gold, on wood early, and I tried to pick one of the nicer lumber lines in advance just because I didn't want to bother with the tiny little ones down here. Both civs are very, very strong. I think Aztecs got a nerf recently with carrying capacity being decreased from 5 to 3 for villagers, but they're definitely still good from a farming perspective, and with their units being created faster, they're just kind of built for a very aggressive kind of strategy. Let's see if that pre-mill drush worked out. First Borlier. Yep, so there's the barracks before the mill. So this build order, I don't think I do it very well. Actually, I don't think I do it well at all, but with this build order, you build the barracks, and then everybody gathering food you try to stack as many people going onto the boar as possible. Ideally, you would maybe even lure a deer or two, though that's not critically necessary. But so here you see me eating my herdables. I really should be luring the second boar because boar is a faster source of food, and it's basically once you consume all this, that's when you go to the berries, and you have plenty of wood by then to build the berries, to build the mill. Excuse me. So here's my start. I already got my 3 militia out. You can see he doesn't have a barracks yet. This is the, I guess in theory, the beauty of the pre-mill drush. And this is where things start to fall a little bit apart to me. I sent too many to wood in the Dark Age, which is just not ideal. Also, this little base here it wasn't really properly designed. It didn't give my villagers a lot of space to operate. But the biggest mistake was really sending 4 villagers to wood. Doing this is almost a little bit more like a fast castle kind of build. You really want to get more people on food. But yeah, I guess this map didn't have any deer. But here's my attack. So I'm trying to distract him a little bit, hurt his chances of getting his barracks. The more I can delay the Mayans, the better, because their archers are definitely tough to deal with. And Aztecs don't want to play against Mayans from a archer versus archer perspective. I'd want to probably tech switch into like Eagle Warriors or something. But yeah, so I'm trying to get some damage in. He does a really good job just not being afraid of the push, and you can see his pretty skilled quick walls just kind of boxing me out here. And then he's making his own militia now. And I don't think I scout this, but when I should be scouting it. But what I try to do is get a little more damage in on the lumber, which I don't. But he's going for a man-at-arms, which is a very classic strategy for Mayans, because they can go right into getting gold, and so their archery range will come up as soon as they can, and you can see he's already building it. So my issue was I'm stuck in the Dark Age. I shouldn't even be thinking about getting gold right now or getting extra lumber. I should be trying to, get as much wood as possible, but extra farms, putting more on berries, and I'm kind of stuck. And I click up at 26 villagers, which is not ideal. Mayans already have an extra villager to start, so me clicking up this late, again, it's almost like a fast castle build, which is dangerous on a open map like this. Drush fast castle is not ideal. So, and here's where things try to fall apart for me. He counterattacks with men at arms. As I was trying to build my second lumber camp, so bad timing. I probably could have fought, you know, I might have lost a villager or two, but I think I could have fought this. But in the meanwhile, I'm just kind of walking around his base, not really getting too much damage in. But what I should have done is, knowing that he's Mayans and knowing he wants to go archers, I should have gone right to the gold, right? If he doesn't have gold, he can't sustain his archers later. So instead, I'm quick walling my gold, which is okay, but my issue is I'm not in feudal age yet, and he's got man-at-arms. But so yep, and then this get cleaned up. I'm doing a little bit more damage, but this is gonna get cleaned up. I might even get a villager kill here. We'll see. Oh, so we're both taking damage. He's trying to attack my gate down, and honestly, what I should have done was just lock this gate. But I try to repair it, and for some stupid reason, this villager decides to walk outside to repair the gate, and he opens the gate, and then the men-at-arms comes in, and now I'm freaking out. I probably should have fought this. Again, losing one or two villagers. But he's cleaned up my drush now. He's sending archers forward. I'm just getting my defensive archery range to go skirmishers, but he's already pushed me off wood because he got into my gate. And you can see I'm at 23 wood with 800 food. So this is, again, almost like a fast castle build, very strange, on an open map. And yep, and it's GG. I don't have wood. So very, very silly game by me. I think he played it very standard, and he took the pressure very well from a pre-mill drush perspective. It was definitely one of the first times I seriously used pre-mill drush. I've experimented with it before, but in theory, the way the matchup could have gone is, if it had better execution, was attack with the pre-mill drush, force him off gold, deny the barracks or archery range as long as I can, click up the feudal, not at 26 pop, but at 24 pop, with more emphasis on getting farms in the Dark Age so that I can, you know, just because of the lack of hunt on this map, so that I can get the feudal age, and then eventually start transgressing into getting gold and additional lumber camps. Instead, I kind of rushed getting extra wood and extra gold, but that slowed me down in terms of getting to feudal age, and now then he has the tech advantage, so I couldn't fight his archers. So yeah, it was very, very rough. I mean, kudos to Diego for the good defense that he did. He didn't stress out about a drush. He fought with villagers. You know, even if I got, I think maybe one vill pick and killing one archer, eventually his man-at-arms did much more damage to me. And also you can see the idle villagers because I was freaking out about this attack. So that's game 1 or game 3. Very quick game. Okay. Alright, so this is game 4. Again, on a map I've never played before. It's not Atacama, it's a map called, I think, Coastal Forest? Or no, it's called Seize the Mountain, I'm sorry. So you can kind of see there's very little resources on this map to start. There is one wood line, a forward wood line for me, so not great. There are berries, there is gold, there is stone, but you really gotta get off the island. Or it's not really an island, I guess. It's surrounded by like a terrain that you can walk on, but you gotta get off of this low hill, get onto the high ground, and establish a base here. You can kind of see with his map, he's got 2 lumber lines, which is kind of nice. You can kind of diversify your income, your wood income, but it's just not a lot to sustain like a long game with just these starting resources. So the matchup is Malians for me and Celts for him. I think Malians have a pretty nice advantage here. Even though the Celts are super strong eco with the faster woodcutting bonus, the Malians just are so flexible. They can go cavalry, they can go infantry, they can play crossbows and castle age, and then switch off of them later. But and they have a little bit of a eco bonus with buildings costing a little bit less wood. But the thing that was really interesting to me was the barracks units getting +1 armor per age. Recently I played a game and I got crushed by this strategy where I was going knights and the opponent just went long swords and pikes and then just beat my walls down and didn't. They weren't afraid of like my town center fire or anything, and I couldn't get a castle up. So, when you're Malians and you're in castle age, your units automatically get +2 pierce armor for free. So even your pikemen are like, if you get that, if you research additional infantry bonuses, even your pikemen are able to withstand town center fire. So, pretty crazy game. And I try to, I guess, take from that game and see if I could apply it here. The difference is, Diego's not going to make knights as Celts. It's very rare for a Celt player to do that. So, I have to kind of make sure I pay attention to what units he's using and what to do. I see a little bit of mistake for me here, killing the sheep by accident, but not a huge deal. Build count is even. We have similar Dark Ages. And I'm going 3 on wood because Malians do not need 4 on wood because of their cheaper buildings. On Diego's side, he actually probably should only go 3 on wood too because of the faster cutting lumberjacks, but he's going to go standard kind of like last game. I assume he's going to build a barracks either on the way up to feudal age, or maybe he'll drush me. And yeah, this map is super nutty. It's got this like marsh all the way around, and you can kind of just follow that to find your enemy. Like, when I'm searching here, I was prioritizing understanding the terrain in the middle, seeing where the resources are, but then eventually you got to figure out where your enemy is. See if you can pressure him. So let's zoom ahead. Looks like I go for a pre-milled drush again, actually. But again, killing too many sheep here. Though I think I don't know if I end up actually getting militia out of this, because I was probably scared I would delay my feudal age, just like last game. Oh, nope, I guess I am building militia. So, I guess a little bit of a variant of a pre-milled drush. It was not, like, the mill was a little slow, but I still got, like, the militia kind of early. And then I think I only went 2 militia because I kind of messed up the build order. You're supposed to get like 3 militia, research loom, and pick up 10 gold from the gold pile, but that didn't work out. So I think I only ended up making 2, which probably was better for me because then I clicked up at 22 villagers. So I didn't have to freak out about getting wrecked by archers or something. So here's my drush. I think this drush goes actually pretty well. I'm pushing him off some resources. He'll actually lose the villager pretty early, and you can see I'm idling some people, and I killed a second villager. That's actually very big in the feudal age. Meanwhile, he's coming at me with man-at-arms. All I need to do is, I don't think he gets a bill kill. And I think I locked the gate this time, which is good. And then I do get archers to clear him out. So again, it's a very similar to the game like last time. Both players doing damage to each other, though this time I got killing vills, but it looks like I had some idle time because I should be up 2 vills. So yeah, this is what happens when games are a little messy. But here, I'm freaking out a little bit less about his man-at-arms, and you can actually see me preliminarily get onto the high ground. He's already on the high ground. you know, it's just kind of dangerous to loiter too much in your base. Then you eventually feel like you're trapped. I don't do a good job microing my archers here. I think I lose 2 archers, or maybe 1 archer. But anyway, this basically stuffs the man-at-arms aggression, and I think this is me accidentally researching man-at-arms myself. You don't want to do that when your militia are weak from the drush, because then it's kind of like, oh great, you get militia that are like really weak and they're upgraded, but they have no HP. So I think that was a big mistake on my part. But anyway, so both players have cleared each other up. We've pushed each other. We've fended off the initial aggression. Both of us have an archery range. He does not have a blacksmith yet, but he's thinking going archers, which is okay for Celts, right? Just like it is okay for Malians. The Celts do get crossbowmen, I believe, in Castle Age, so they can play crossbows. They just need to switch off of them in the late game. And you can see Vil count's pretty even. I'm up 1 Vil. I should probably be up 2, but must have had some idle time. So let me fast forward a little bit here. He's on the high ground, I'm on the high ground. I don't know where he is, and he doesn't quite know where I am. And he gets a little bit lucky here. He kind of sees a bit of a chopped tree, and then he just walks in. Very, very good by him to pay attention to that, and he tries to walk around. Meanwhile, I rush down to tower. In this game, I decided to do a tower pretty early just because, you know, there's just no practical way to easily reinforce your villagers unless I started building archery ranges here. So I felt like a tower was just gonna give me a good enough buffer to go into Castle Age. And then meanwhile, I'm attacking his base directly with my own feudal army. As he shoots a couple deer here. I think this tower was a really big help to me, honestly, because it... Slow down here. It fends off the archers. You know, I don't have to worry about it. I can just garrison them. He'll lose his whole army if he tries to kill my villagers here. In the meanwhile, it really allows me to take my army and go across the map and do damage there, because his army's trying to, you know, his army's kind of preoccupied here, and I'm just kind of go into his base and cleaning things up. So I really like this game because it was super interactive. I don't think it was like very one-sided game like the Slavs versus Mongols, where like my lead his lead just grew over time. It definitely felt like it could go one way or the other. And you know, I get lucky here. I found a couple of his villagers just picking up his deer, and so I go in and, you know, he's microing me down, thinking he's got a good damage in.
Yeah.
Inci. Va bene. Io.
Belmaru.
Inci.
Chica. Belmaru. Chica.
Hit. Margaret. Evlam. Hit. Margaret. Hit. Evlam. Margaret. Evlam. Hit. Evlam. Hit. Margaret. Evlam. Hit. Margaret. Evlam. Margaret. Hit.
Hello.
Margaret. Kid. Evlam. Margaret. Avlov.
Kia.
Io.
Kid. Sorgere.
Avlov. Vet. Margaret.
Belmaro. Chicago.
Kid.
Avlov. Margaret. Vet. Margaret. Avlov. Vet.
Belmaro. Belmaro. Chicago. Chicago. Belmaro. Chicago. Belmaro. Chicago. Io. Belmaro. Chicago. Io. Belmaro.